Good morning everyone. This is Manjunath. Welcome back to this session. Today's chapter is Mathematical Library Methods, Session 2. Introduction. The Java environment has a huge library of built-in classes that contain predefined methods to support a number of operations. Such classes are available in all Java programmers in the form of packages. The built-in package like java.lang contain many useful classes, and one of them is the math class, usually referred to as the math library. This class contains many useful methods for performing common mathematical functions. In this chapter, dear students, you will learn about the math library and how to use its methods in your program. Methods of the math class. The java.lang package contains classes and interfaces that are fundamental to the Java programming language. Usually, you have to import packages into your program to access the classes defined in them, but java.lang package is imported by default by the Java compiler because it is frequently used packages. The math class of the class.or java.lang package contains a lot of generic mathematical functions, including geometric and trigonometric functions. The generic syntax of access a method member is math.method name in the bracket arguments. Let us move to the table now. So in this table you can see function name, format or syntax, and description. Let us start one by one. The first function name is pow. Pow, the format goes like this: z is equal to math.pow in the bracket x comma y. Here you require two arguments. Return the value of the first argument raised to the power of the second argument, that is x to the power of y. Second one, sqrt. Sqrt is nothing but square root. So the format or the syntax is y is equal to math.square root of x. Here you require only one argument. Returns the square root if the argument, the return type and argument are double. The third one is, the third function name is ceil. Format y is equal to math.ceil of x. Here also you require only one argument, and the description goes like this: returns the smallest number that is greater than or equal to the argument. The return type and the argument are double. Fourth one is ABS. ABS is called as absolute. So the format is y is equal to math.absolute of x. Here also you require only one argument, and the description is returns the value or the absolute value of the argument. This method can be accessed and returns value of the double, float, int and long data type. The method's return value will be of the same data type as the argument. Last one is floor. Floor format is y is equal to math.floor of x. Here requires one argument. Here you can notice only power will have two arguments, rest all will carry only one argument. So floor description is returns the largest number that is less than or equal to the argument. The return type and the argument are double. So this is about the description of pow, square root, ceil, absolute and floor. So you should understand carefully. This segment comes in your annual examination, that is ICSE board examination, where it carries for just 2 marks or 4 marks. So you should understand pow is math.pow of x comma y, square root is y is equal to math dot square root of x. Zeal is y is equal to math dot zeal of x. ABS, absolute is y is equal to math dot absolute of x. Floor is y is equal to math dot floor of x. Now let us move to the next slide. Here you can see the expression, that is mathematical expression, and the equivalent Java expression. R is equal to a square plus b square. So in your exam, if this question rises and it is been asked to do the Java expression, then R is equal to math dot pow in the bracket a comma 2, that is a square is nothing but a comma 2 plus b square is there. So whenever you have a square, you should write the mathematical function as math dot pow, and square you should maintain as b comma 2. This is one way of writing the equivalent Java expression. The other way is R is equal to a square, you can directly write a into a, plus b square, you can directly write b into b. Now next one is y is equal to ax to the power of cube plus bx plus c. How to elaborate this expression? Here y is equal to a into x into x into x plus b into x plus c. This is the simplest way of expressing the expression. The other way is y is equal to a into math, y is equal to a into math power x comma 3. Math or math e is also used, x comma 3 plus b into x plus c. So the third one is z is equal to x star 2 to the power of y. I will repeat this. Z is equal to x star 2 to the power of y. So the expression goes like this. Z is equal to x into math dot pow 2 comma 6. The last one is v in the bracket 1 minus e to the power of minus t. So v star in the bracket 1 minus math dot e. E is nothing but exponential. So math dot e, and power of minus t we will be writing separately in the bracket as minus t. So this is about the expression. Okay, let us move forward to the next slide, that is about the program. Let us understand one program, how to generate the output using these mathematical functions. For this you should understand the Java environment has a huge library of built-in classes that contain predefined methods to support a number of operations. So here in this I am going to explain you, write a program to read a number via the scanner class and display its square, cube, square root and cube root. So here you should understand, dear students, you have to use scanner class and display the output. Output should be in square, cube, square root and cube root. Now let us move to the program section. Import java.util.scanner. As in the program it was told that, as in the question it was told that you should use the package as scanner. Public class power and roots. So public static void main string arguments. Args is nothing but arguments to be passed. Scanner scan is equal to new scanner system.in. System.out.print, enter the number. So the enter the number will be printed on the output terminal, and next one is int number is equal to scan.nextInt. So this scan.nextInt will help you to accept the number. Okay, so there are 4 types of numbers you have to input. So 4 types of calculation, mathematical calculation you have to do. For that one number is sufficient. So what are the 4 types of calculation we are going to do? So the first one is system.out.println square of number. The number what you are inputting is math.pow. So number what you are giving, that number should be power. Okay, math.pow is the mathematical expression in bracket number comma 2. Next one is system.out.println cube of. Second one we are dealing with cube. Cube of number is math.pow. math.pow in the bracket number comma 3. Okay. The third one is system.out.println square root of. Here square root of here, what we are going to do is we are going to do the square root of the number. So again we will use the mathematical function as math.sqrt. sqrt is nothing but square root of number. System.out.println cube root of, the last one is cube root of number which you are inputted in the beginning of the program is math.cbrt. cbrt is nothing but cube root, sqrt is nothing but square root of number. So then scan dot close. Once you finish this mathematical expression, I mean to say this is the digestion part of the program. If you finish this, then you have to close the program and close the block. Here we have used two blocks. First with the public class power and root block, that will be the beginning, and the last one will be the closing. Second block is after public static void main string arguments, open flower bracket and close the flower bracket after scan dot close. So this is how you have to write the program. Now next one we'll see the output. How does output looks? Okay, assume that the number which you are inputting is 8. So 8 square of 8 is 64.0. Again cube root of 8 is 512.0. Square root of 8 is 2.8284271247461903. Again cube root of 8 is 2.0. Here you should understand 8 is a number which you are inputting in the program, that is system.out.print enter the number. So this will help you to print enter the number, and to accept the number we have used the syntax as int number is equal to scan dot next int. So that scan dot next int will accept the number, and the number is 8. So once 8 is been accepted, we are doing 4 calculation. One is square, cube, square root and cube root. So this is how the output looks. Dear students, thank you so much for watching.